Welcome to the Master Tech Lou channel. I'm Lou, and today I'm reviewing the Xtool IP508S. This scanner is a 4-system scanner where it does engine, airbag, transmission, and traction systems. It is not bi-directional, so you can't actuate anything, but it's got a wealth of information inside because you can read everything that the computers are reading. For me, being in the car world for 20 plus years, and most of them as a Mercedes-Benz master technician at the dealership, I fix everything bumper to bumper, right? So I gotta have a scanner that can read all the systems and all the control modules, but not everyone does. If you own a car lot, or if you're getting into cars, or you only care about doing a few things, or maybe you have a car that you only have an issue with a couple different systems that you gotta keep monitoring or keep fixing, right? That's where something like this comes into play, because it can only read 4 modules, and it can only read live data from 4 modules and read the codes from 4 modules. You don't have to spend the money to get something that reads the whole car, right? So you got map sensor issues, O2 sensor issues, evap sensor issues. This is gonna help you. You got wheel speed sensor issues. You got traction is going off when it shouldn't be going off. You wanna know what's happening. You gotta see wheel speed data. This is gonna help you. Transmission is shifting crazy. Not all cars have a transmission warning light, but most times the check engine light will come on, but there can still be codes in a transmission control module that you're not even sure, but you gotta have a scanner like this to read them. Or your airbag light came on, you're not even sure why, because the airbag lights, the check engine lights, the traction lights, all they do is alert you that there's a problem with that system. You still have to have a scanner like this to get in there and see what it's actually seeing. So I scanned this 2012 Mercedes-Benz E63 wagon, and here's the report. There's one fault code for the thermostat that I repaired. Then it ends up printing out the live data for the transmission control module, which is good stuff that we need to know. Also for the traction system, shows wheel speeds and everything, which doesn't really matter on the printout, but it's good that you can read it with the scanner. And then also for the airbag system, it tells you the resistance value. Now, with me being in the car world for so long, I always think that you have to have the best. So you got to pay the money for the best, right? But that's not the case anymore. If you're only concerned about the main issues of the car, then something like this is going to be good for you, for the traction, the airbag, the engine, and the transmission. Other than that, the rest is just items around the car, like the doors, the windows, the sunroof, the lights, which are very rare to have issues, and they don't stop the car from running, right? So if you're more into figuring out why the car is not driving right, or the traction system's kicking on when it shouldn't, or the car's in limp home mode, or the airbag light's always on. So the main reason I like this thing is because it does what you need it to do, all right? You don't have to have bi-direction control for this, because there's really not much we activate with the traction system or the transmission or the airbag. It's basically reading the live values and then testing it from there. The only time we need actuations is when we do engine stuff, but you can use power and ground to jump a solenoid or test a sensor, right? So you don't really have to use a scanner to activate anything. It's rare that you would need to. So the one thing I want to make you aware of is on the screen when it has the special functions, not every car can do those things, right? You have to look to see if your car actually needs those things, like throttle relearning. That's something that we do in Volkswagen a lot. There's not a whole lot of other models that you actually have to do a throttle relearning on. Same thing with ABS bleeding. Not a lot of models actually need that. So what you have to do is do your homework on your car and your issue to see. And if you're just doing for one car, you know, this will help you, but it's good that it reads all cars. It's not just specific to a model. So for the price of something like this, it's good value because the amount they charge you for diagnosis, you can save. As far as using the scanner, anybody can do it. Plug in the cable. If you have a newer car from like say 2006 on, you hit auto scan, it's gonna find the VIN and it's gonna run away with the scan. If you don't want to do the auto scan and wait for it to scan all the modules, just hook it up, hit diagnose, pick your car, and go right to the exact module you want to read. It's as easy as that. When I first got it, the update thing was blowing up. Updates for like the first couple days, constant updates, right? The things that I didn't update are cars that we don't even have in the USA. Why fill up my memory card with all the models that I don't need? Sure, it's cool to have all that stuff, but at the same time, if you're never to use it, just don't even put it on the scanner. So check this out. As far as a review, I like this thing. I would not deter you from buying this thing. The biggest pain in the butt is just that it has a cable, so you're limited to the car, but you're only reading stuff, you're not actually actuating anything, right? So you can also buy extension cables that'll lead you from the car anywhere in the car you need to be. If you're interested, there's links below. There's a coupon for my viewers that watch. I appreciate you watching. I don't make money off these things. I do these to help educate you on something that you're looking at buying. Please hit the like, please hit the subscribe. Check out my other review videos. Maybe you'll see something you like. My name's Lou. You guys take care.